There are certain things in life that you're just not going to change. You can't control it. You can't change it. And you're going to be left frustrated. Like, why is this happening? Why did this take place? I don't understand it. And it's like there's nothing you can do except understand that there is going to be a necessity for wisdom in the process of dealing with the situation that you're dealing with, whatever it is. I don't know your circumstance, I know what the situation is, but that's what you're going to have to deal with. There was a man by the name of Viktor Frankl. He was a prisoner of Nazi Germany, Jewish psychiatrist in a Nazi camp where he saw his mother and his father die. He was the only one there left. And he wrote a book. It's called Man's Search for Meaning. He's talking about meaning and purpose. When stuff like that happens, things completely out of your control happens, what in the world can you do? And in the book, he basically said, you can take away this, you can take away that, you can take away a lot of things. But what you can't take away is my freedom to decide the attitude that I choose to have in spite of the circumstances. And the same goes with us. But when you understand it from a biblical perspective, the Bible says in James chapter 1, verse 5, if any man lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, and God will liberally give you the wisdom that you're looking for. But he says, but when you ask, believe that you have received it without doubting. Or else God said, you are like the wave of the sea tossed by the winds to and fro. He says, let not that man think that he will receive anything from the Lord, being double-minded in all your ways. You have to see that when it comes to your situation, your circumstances, you first of all have to ask. You don't understand, you're confused, you have no control over the situation, and on top of that, you're not going to be able to change it. When you're in that situation, you're asking God for a meaning and a purpose for your life. What you see a lot of times with a lot of people is when you ask them, so what do you want to do with your life? I don't know. Where you see yourself? I don't know. No matter what you do, you have to get to the place to where you are searching for meaning for yourself. Why am I here? What do I need to do? You need to ask God and understand you don't have to look outside of yourself. God is going to give you the answer from within. Don't just sit on it and wait on it. Take action and then allow God to open up the doors and the opportunities. When it comes to your attitude, you want to get to the place that you have the attitude that Christ has. You want to make sure that your mind and your heart is in alignment with love and hope and joy. Because when you understand Viktor Frankl's situation, even though he was dealing with death and a situation that was completely out of his control, while he was in that camp, he was still able to inspire and encourage people from all walks of life, even though there was death all around him. After he was finally released in 1945, he spent the rest of his life helping people, making a difference with people, loving people, encouraging people, praying with people, doing the things that made a difference for him, even though he had to go through what he went through. And even though we have to go through what we go through today, whether it's in the family, whether it's in government, whether it's in work, whatever it is, we have an opportunity to grasp the wisdom and choose the attitude of love, joy, and peace to have a meaning in our life, a purpose in our life, to where we're making a difference in people's lives as time goes by. So as you go through life every day, when you get up in the morning, meditate. Meditate in the morning, thank God in the morning. Make sure you've got an attitude of gratitude. Write down your goals. Make those things a discipline in your life, and allow the attitude that you have an attitude of gratitude, and allow God to continue to give you wisdom liberally to bless other people in a multitude of ways.